What's up, fellow creators? It's Andy Edwards here. So in today's video, and to hold myself accountable with some sort of consistency, I wanted to do a value video and touch on some of my expertise and some of the problems I find when I'm doing Facebook ads for clients. So if you can see my screen here, for those of you who are familiar with this is Audience Insights. Facebook have recently changed this around so we can do some how-to guides. You may still see the old version, but yeah, if you can't find it within your sidebar, you just go to search here and type Audience Insights in, and it will come up that way. Okay, so by default, it's allocated as the US. So we're here in the UK. So we would type in United Kingdom. There we go. Now this is really good for working out what demographics, what interests and such you want to target when you're doing your Facebook ads, whether that's to an ebook, whether that is to ClickFunnels, a website, a landing page, etc. Now I predominantly use this for e-com and dropship marketing. So we would be sending clients, or we'd be sending potential customers to a product landing page. And then the product landing page would then obviously hopefully convert them with either express checkout. And then we go through what's called CRO, which is conversion rate optimization. We try and get the customer from point, as Barry says, from point A to point B. So that's why I specialize in most on the shop side, whether that's WooCommerce with WordPress or whether it's Shopify, most recently as an expert marketing partner with Shopify. So what I wanted to touch on, and then this is often overlooked even to people who are experienced in Facebook ads. So we done, I say we, the role we, me, Ronan's going through it at the moment. So we done Facebook marketing course to become a Facebook marketing partner. Facebook now has approved us to £1 million of campaign marketing budget per month. So basically Facebook verifies that we can do what we can do, and that's from a campaign management point of view. But yeah, so when you do target, or when you first start out doing Facebook ads, you will look at the demographics, you will look at people who are employed or people who run small businesses. But the larger audience are always going to be in the interests, right? Okay, so, and then depending on the product that you're selling, or the course that you're selling, or the ebook that you're selling, it would be male or female demographic. And we can burrow down to that in further videos and further value videos that I'll be doing. But this is one that is often overlooked. And if you just run an ad without looking at the audience insight for that interest first, it may not be the right interest. So in this example, we'll pick one. So I touched on yesterday, one of our clients are in their baby clothes niche. So you would think you'd type in something like baby clothes or baby shop. But what these audiences and what these interests are made up of is different pages. So pages that have got 100,000 likes, 200,000 likes, 300,000 likes and like. So what you may think on face value in the Facebook ad side is the perfect audience for your to target. When you actually look in audience insights, you'll find that it isn't, and you may find suggestions based on that, and you'll find an audience or an interest or a demographic that you hadn't even thought of, which is actually a better fit for that customer, for your Sylvia that you're trying to target. So let me show you an example. So if we type in baby shop, okay, so you'd think, okay, I'm looking for a baby grow, I'm looking for some cute little baby clothes, I type in baby shop. So we see here the demographics, and you can see that it's a very women orientated industry and a niche. You see the age demographic is 25 to 34 is the majority of people, and then you see it's 65 plus. So when I do build a Shopify course, we'll be explaining more, but normally you'll always test an ad with 18 to 65 plus, and then you'll start, as you get more and more data on your pixel, you'll start seeing, actually, I'm getting the majority of my leads from 25 to 34. So then obviously you duplicate that ad set and you would target women age 25 to 34, and then you can go women age 25 to 34, mobile, women age 24, and so like, and then you can get laser target where you want them ads. And what will happen is you'll increase your click-through ratio, you'll reduce your cost per click, and you reduce your cost per lead, and it will convert better. So, but that obviously takes trial and error, and you do need to put money into it to get money out. This is where cash flow comes from, because it needs to flow. So if we look here, so what this audience, we can see it's made up of around 800 to 900k, okay? But if you go into, let's just open up this other window. Let's just go back to my ads manager a second. So if we just pick this account, now I have got consent to show you this. Obviously this is the women's account that I've talked about. So if we just pick one of these ads a second. So there's the baby shop ad. Now you can see here that the audience is baby shop, okay? And it's saying that the potential reach in the UK is 1.3 million people. Now take that with a pinch of salt, at face value. You can see that she's not running big ads. She's not at a stage money-wise where she can scale this up at the moment. She's struggling to get stock because of the coronavirus. So obviously we're kind of scaling it up slowly and getting a consistent ROAS for her. But if you was to just look at this and not audience insights, you'd think, okay, I'm going to potentially reach 1.3 million people in the UK who are aged between 18 to 65, the women, and they're interested in baby shops. My ad will hit 2.6 to 7.6 thousand people roughly a day, and I'm going to get less than 10 conversions on that ad. Yeah, it's great, okay. If you look at the audience insight for that interest, it's actually made up roughly, this is an estimated, it's actually a lot less, so it's 800 to 900,000, okay. And if you have a look of what makes up that audience, if you go to page likes, you'll see the top 10 of categories that make up, that audience, and each of these are a page within Facebook. So what you're looking for here, you want at least the top 4 or 5 to be niche related to that interest that you're looking for. So Trendy Tots Baby Boutique, they're a baby shop. Jacob Matthews is a baby shop. Small World Baby Shop, Pitter Patter Baby Clothing, Twinkle Tut Tees, My Baby, you get the gist. So all of these are niche related, a baby shop. So that is a good audience, and that's one of the reasons why she's making as many conversions as she is on this audience for the baby shop. Okay, so if we pick, say, I don't know, parenting, okay, so you'd think that was related to baby shop. So what you need to do, once that loads up, you need to just remove the previous one. Okay, so then we look here, so there's your demographics, roughly the same, obviously a wider spread, but it is women dominated in this industry. If you go to the page likes, you can see again, so Your Baby Club, MAM, the Cat Industry Company, Mothercare, Childcare, Play Pennies, Made with Tobacco. So you can see that a lot of that is made up, and then you can see towards the end now, Tots to Travel, you're looking at Holiday Guru. Is it relating? TUI, which is a travel company, Studio, CBeanies, which is a kids television program, television channel here in the UK, On a Budget, Sun Savers, so they're like travel agencies. So you can see that that isn't as full as the baby shop. So okay, so you think, right, okay, so if you was to look here on your suggestions, so when you're starting to scale up, or you've got horizontal scaling, you've got vertical scaling. So if you've got a horizontal scale and you're trying to find other interests and you're testing interests before you get to lookalike audiences, you'd obviously look at the suggestions here. Mothercare no longer exists in the UK, it's shut down unfortunately. You've got Mama and Papa's, you've got Baby Shower, you've got Johnson's Baby, which is like a towel company, infants clothing. So that says infant clothing is going to be 25 million. Okay, so yeah, 25.45 million. I'm not going to save this because it is a live account, but we go into infant clothing here. And we remove parenting. So we can see the age demographic is like the baby shop. We can see that it's predominantly 25 to 34, so it's middle-aged mums. If we look at the page likes, we then see that it's got the same, roughly the same, it made up of the same interest as the baby shop interest. So you can see that that would actually work really, really well in line with baby shop as an interest, because you're targeting similar audiences. No, you won't cannibalize the audience. You won't compete with yourself in that ad, because what happens is Facebook divvies up that audience. So say it's an audience of 100,000, what it might do is split it into, say, 10 audiences of 10,000. So what you then do is your ad, depending on your budget and depending on the optimization, your ad would then be shown to a certain pocket of that audience. Now, I like to use the analogy of fishing, right? So basically, you've got a big fishing pond, you have a rod, you're hoping to hook a fish, you cast out your rod, and it's there all day, no bites. Does that mean there's fish in the lake? Yes. Does it mean they're in that pocket of the audience? No. So then what you'd need to do then, you'd need to get another rod, or you'd need to reel your rod in, you need to rebait your rod, cast out into another area of the pond, and then now the fish are biting. So whilst the fish are biting, you will continue to fish that area of the pond until there's no longer any fish, e.g. customers. So if you then do horizontal scaling, you can have 3 or 4 fishing rods, i.e. 3 or 4 ads that you know are your best converting ads, cast out into different sections, different pockets of that audience, all reeling in the fish, which is the customers. So yeah, so little insight there. I wanted to try and keep it short, 10-15 minute video. As I say, I'm going to be calling them value videos. I'm going to be dropping these every Friday. It may change, the structure may change. This is something new. I'm trying to look at doing this, and eventually I'll put it onto Mad About Media's YouTube channel. And this will be providing value to everybody. But yeah, appreciate any constructive feedback, good or bad. We're here to learn like everybody else. If there's anything that you want me to cover, is there any questions that you want to ask, put them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But yeah, just a little video. Thanks everybody, and good luck with everything. See you Sunday. Bye bye.